Friends, welcome again. And today again I will be solving a question related to control system. So let's start. So it's given here that in a non-negative, non-unity feedback control, non-unity feedback system, a negative feedback system, G is 15,000 and H is 0.01. The gain decreases from 15,000 to 7,500. Then the transfer function decreases approximately by. So the options are given and we need to calculate what is the solution for this. Okay, so let's start. So first I will draw the basic control system diagram where this is GS, the forward path, and this is the feedback HS, and this is the output ys. So we know that the transfer function is ys over rs and it is given as gs hs over 1 plus gs hs. Okay, so this is the transfer function. Now let us say that this is m of s. I'm just assuming it as m of s. So now he's asking us that what will be the change in m of s. Okay, if there is a change in g of s. So say g of s, change in g of s is del g of s is nearly del of g of s is 15,000 minus 7,500. Okay, so this is the decrease. Okay, so how much is the decrease? 7,500 is the decrease. Okay, so when that happens, how is my ms affected? Because ms is my transfer function. So let's first calculate the derivative del of m of s over del of g of s. Means, what does this mean? What is the change in m of s with respect to g of s, and it is a partial derivative. So we are considering hs as constant here. So let's do that. So we get del of gs. Now we know that transfer function is gs hs over 1 plus gs hs. Okay, so what we can do here is we can apply the property of derivatives, and one thing to remember is hs is constant. Okay, considered constant. So it is considered constant. So what we get is, if we do the derivation, we get is h of s, okay, into 1 plus g of s h of s minus, then we keep g of s h of s as same, and we do the derivative of the lower part, and we get as h of s over 1 plus g of s h of s its whole squared. Okay, now if you open this, okay, you get h of s plus g of s h of s whole squared, or you can write g of s h of s h of s minus same g of s h of s h of s, okay, over 1 plus g of s h of s whole squared. Okay, so you can cancel these two. So what you get is, after doing that, del of m of s over del of g of s, okay, is equal to h of, you get h of s over 1 plus g of s h of s whole squared. Okay, this is what you get. Now he is asking that there is a change in g of s, then what change will be there in m of s? So we have to write, we have to see the change. Okay, so what we can do is we can write it like this, and del of m of s is equal to h of s del of g of s over 1 plus g of s h of s whole squared. Okay, so now I will write this as, I will divide by m of s both sides. Okay, because we need to find the percentage change, so I'm dividing by m of s both sides. So I get h of s del of g of s over 1 plus g of s h of s whole squared into 1 over m of s. Okay, now you can further solve this and you get del of m of s over m of s is equal to h of s del of g of s over 1 plus g of s plus h of s whole square. Okay, now again you can put what is m of s. M of s is g of s h of s, okay, over 1 plus g of s h of s. So now this can get cancelled, okay, and again here h of s get cancelled. So now it is del of g of s over, okay, g of s into 1 plus g of s h of s. Okay, now we know that the change in del of g of s is 7500. Okay, the decrease, I'm neglecting the negative minus sign, so the decrease is 7500. So we can substitute this value along with the value of g of s, which was 15,000, and h of s is 0.01. So we get del of m of s over m of s is equal to del of g of s, which is 7500 over 15,000 into 1 plus 15,000 into 0.01. Okay, so if you solve this, you get okay, 1 over, this is 1 by 2 into 1 plus 15, this is 150. Okay, so what you get is del of m of s over m of s is equal to 1 over 2 into 151. Okay, now this, if you convert it into percentage, you need to multiply by 100. So in percentage it is 100 over 2 into 151, and if you do this, this is 50 over 151, okay, which will come out to be 0.33%. Okay, so this is a way of solving this question. Okay, so how we have proceeded is, first we tried to do the derivation of, we tried to derive. So if I write here, we tried to derive the we tried to find the derivative of g of s with respect to of m of s, which is the transfer function, with respect to g of s. Okay, so we try to derive del of m of s over del of g of s. So once we had that, then what we try to do is we try to find del of m of s over m of s. Okay, because we need to find the change in the transfer function. Okay, and then for finding the percentage, we simply multiplied it by 100 and we got the answer 0.33 percentage. Okay, so this is the way of solving these kinds of questions. So on this note, thank you friends, thank you for watching this video.